Forever, if you wanted to pull off some awesome special effects, you needed a green screen or a blue screen. But today I'm going to show you that all you need is DaVinci Resolve. All right, let's get into it right away. We are here in DaVinci Resolve, and here is our clip. This is the one from earlier today. So this clip right here, you'll want to duplicate it. So Control, grab, and then bring it up. And so now we have the exact same clip right there. And let's mask out me. So we are going to do this. We're going to make a little gap right there. We're going to use this top one, and we're going to shorten these a little bit because we don't really need to show off a lot. Just a decent timeline right here. So you do need DaVinci Resolve Studio, which is the paid-for version. It's $295. Or if you get any Blackmagic camera or gear, the majority of them come with a free license. And some of the gear, like the speed editor, is, I believe, $395. So it's like paying $100 for the studio. So I'm going to enlarge this a little bit. And what we'll do is we will mask me and we'll mask the mic as well. And we'll make this a layer. So this is the top layer here. You're going to go over to this little picture frame. It looks like a person. And with that, you get this little plus. You could subtract things or you can plus things. We're going to plus it. Now, if you have a good processor on your computer, and my M2 Max does, I'm going to hit better, and that way it's going to do its best. Now, there is a lot of black in the scene, but we're going to give it a whirl anyways. And what you'll do is kind of do an outline of the subject here. Make sure we get my hands. Let's get the mic to get my eye. Make sure we get my ear. We'll get that ear. And what it's doing is DaVinci Resolve is kind of learning what the object is. It's using AI right now. And so we'll get that. We want to make sure it doesn't get the background. And that should be fine because what I want to do doesn't really come down here. And so right click right here in the node area, and we are going to add an alpha output. That is this right here. So we're going to connect blue, drag it to blue. And you can't tell right now, but this became an alpha channel. We'll go over here and I'll show you what that looks like. Where I created that alpha channel was on this top video right here, and on the bottom, it's not. So if I were to do this, let's go block it off. That's what that looks like. So this video is no longer there, but this video is, and that shows that I have blocked that off. Now the cool thing is, let's go back over here. We want the whole video to look like this. So now we have to use tracking. So you're going to hit this back and forward arrow, and now it's going to track it. And it says it's going to take well, it's going down quite a bit. And if you have an M2 or M3 or even an M1 Max, wow, they go fast. It renders this stuff quickly. And so what it's doing right now, it is tracking me, the object, and it's also obviously tracking the microphone, which doesn't need much tracking because it doesn't go anywhere. But you can see exactly what it's doing with its tracking. So once it is done, we're going to speed it up. I'll show you. I will say that the tracking is pretty good. DaVinci Resolve does an amazing job, especially if you do the better instead of the faster. You want the best quality. Now, if we were to put this layer back, it is going to fill in the gaps of this layer. Since this layer is on top, if you know Photoshop pretty well, in Photoshop land, layers on top are the ones that show up. And so right here, that fills in the gap. That means I have another video too that we can squeeze anything in between that would trump the one on the bottom. Now, just for fun and just to show you this by theory, I'm just going to grab a photo and put it in there. There is a photo of my family when we went to Mexico a few years back. And let's enlarge that so it takes over. So that could be my background. Now, obviously, when I did that little magic selection tool, I did not bring it down over here. So I didn't get the desk or anything, and I could be more accurate by doing that. But if you were to play it now, this is my background. Doesn't look too bad. So you can put anything in the background you want, but I kind of want to show you what you can do with text. So here is the text in between these shots. Let's go over to title. So it's in the background right now. Let's get a little large. And we can animate this text if we wanted to. So as you can see, this text falls behind everything right here. As I lower it, as I bring it up, and it comes up right behind me. So we can actually start it here, and we will do a key, and then I will, let's bring that there, and then go this much into the conversation that I have, and then we will bring it up to right there, and that will be the key. So if I were to play this, this is what it's going to look like. So comes up right behind me and right there. So that's the cool thing about layers. Now you can do a lot, and you can do as many layers as you want, and it can get really crazy. And this is how people put themselves multiple times inside of videos. This is how they get the text behind. This is how they edit out things. Now I'm going to hit Control, and I'm going to bring this bottom layer over here just to show you what else you can do with this feature in DaVinci Resolve. So we'll go over to the color tab again, and we can select something like the flag. So let's put it to better, and let's select to make sure we get the sections of the flag and not the tree. I don't really want to hit the tree in the background, so I'm just going to be sure I got it. So now that we have this selected, we don't need to do an alpha output or anything because we're not trying to only show this and get rid of everything else, but we want to work with this specifically, which is really nice because what if the lighting wasn't the way I wanted and the color of that lighting? I can now go over here and I can bring up saturation just on the flag. I can just adjust the flag area. Let's do this. I can also do highlights, so you can get a little brighter, bring up shadows, so you can edit that. So that gives you the idea of other things you can do with this feature. This magic mask is one of the best features in DaVinci Resolve. It allows you to do things that if you were a Premiere user, you would have needed After Effects, and After Effects just takes way too much time and learning curve, where I feel like this is the easy man's way, except now you can get out of your head and into your creativity a lot quicker. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, and if you want to join the crazy train, well, just hit the subscribe and notification bell for future videos that we'll be releasing shortly. If you're looking for a video just like this, well, hey, there's a library of them right over there. Check them out.